TMR Gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio, The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Marky. Join the TMR Gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX 93.1, and let's do a quick top 10 before we talk to some of the cast members of Rent.
Lent the music. I lent you the musical.
Tapos yung mga kanta, nung si Judas. Nung
Oh my
si
God.
Judas.
Rent,
Musical.
not Lent.
Rent.
Just so everyone knows, in the booth, Chico also has a musical.
Lent to own.
Stop.
Lent to own.
Rent to Own the musical,
Yes.
coming out at roughly exactly the same day as we open.
Oh yes, we support each other, but we're competition.
Don't forget about my musical,
Yes.
Upa Gangnam Style.
Upa Gangnam Style.
But anyway,
Yeah.
yes, they are already here, and
Yes.
we're going to be talking to them in just a little bit. But first, just some quick greets. Can we just say thank you so much to Juice Blank, who sent over Halo Halo because of all the Halo Halo talk earlier. So thank you so much, Juice Blank.
HH, ano ba?
HH, my bad. So
Get
he
with
sent
it.
us MIHH.
HH. Oh, thank you.
Thank
TY.
you. Which I haven't tried. I've never tried it before.
MIHH.
So
Yeah.
HH from MI.
From MI.
Miss International.
Mm.
Nikki also says good morning, and Elmer Velasco says good morning. Nikki says she just turned 34 today, so happy birthday, Nikki!
Happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday, Nikki!
And that's it for great.
Okay.
Jobel says, si Butter Baby ba sa likod ni Marky? I don't know. Di ko alam.
Sabi ni Elmer,
Okay. Legit. Okay. Si Butter Baby po ang nasa likod ko.
tapos sabi naman ni Elmer, nasan yung ka-date ni ODH? Ay, ayun na.
Ay,
wala
tanong
eh.
ng
Wala,
bayan.
wala. Oo.
So, yeah. We asked them the same thing.
Okay, so here we go. Let's do a quick batch of our top 10 because of our special guests in the booth. Hashtag Usapang Rent. Al Macchiato says, as a hobby, I actually love just looking at property listings. I noticed yung rent price ng 1-bedroom ngayon, equal na siya sa 2-bedroom noon.
Not gonna
Pamahal siya
lie,
ng pamahal.
I think I check Facebook Marketplace every day as well, just to see like what's out there.
What's out there, right?
Especially in my area specifically, and it's pretty much you will see the same units. Parang they're still available.
They're still there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And from Rai, true story, my landlady is my ex. We were together for almost 3 years. We're good friends now, and I'm also good friends with her husband.
Hey, why not?
I know this.
Ah.
My
Sino?
This is Rai? Your Rai?
yes, yes, that's the situation.
Oh.
So when we saw each other, usapang renta sila.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Okay.
That's the thing.
And from Nina Hidalgo, Usapang Rent. True story, pinarentahan ko, this is not for a change, it's a different kind of rent. Pinarentahan ko yung notebook ko nung high school. Complete kasi ako ng notes. Isa rin yun sa mga dahilan kung bakit maganda ang handwriting ko. Shout out to my classmates. You don't have any idea how much it helped us pay my tuition.
Oh,
Back then,
that's
ganun
cool.
kalaki yung
Ganun kalaki
kinikita
yung
niya.
rent. Ay, yung rent ng notebook
It's
mo.
like you don't have to take notes. You can just rent my notebook. You'll get your notes from there.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Very enterprising of you.
Good for you.
From Chichi Chronicles, Usapang Rent. When we rented the place in Baguio, I brought blessed salt to scatter around the place. Kasi I've had eerie experiences before. In the last 2 places that we rented in Baguio, sabi nung caretaker, nung nakita niya akong nagsasabog ng asin, okay lang po, naiintindihan ko po.
But diba ba may ganon? I remember when I moved into the condo, like my mom was the one who brought in like all the stuff. Like may parang initial stuff that you have to move in before you actually move in. Like I remember salt, rice maybe.
Water.
Parang ganon, oo. May dala siyang like a complete set.
Yeah.
Is there a certain feng shui thing that you need to do as well?
No naman, pero just bring in those stuff.
Like ano ba? Salt,
Salt,
rice,
water, rice, sugar. Basta it stands for something eh. Parang salt to get rid of the spirits, rice for abundance. Tsaka dapat madamihan. Hindi pwedeng like konti-konti.
Yeah.
Water for like, basta ganon, like for cleansing or something.
And apparently, when you move into a place, like if you find, kunyari diba sometimes, they leave cleaning materials behind, like my broom or whatever. You have to get rid of those.
Cotton daw,
pala,
sabi ni
immediately.
Axis and Beck.
Oh, I've never heard of
Parang
cotton.
wala naman kaming dalang cotton.
Kami rin, wala
when I
kaming
moved
cotton. Bago yan, hindi ko alam yung cotton.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, salt in the corners. Sabi ni
In the
Jobel.
corners.
Put it in the corners because maybe that's where they congregate. Because somebody did say when they went inside the booth.
Si Marky, that's what he says.
No, like the other spa, not Marky. Nasa corners daw nakatayo.
Yeah, it's right there.
Mm.
That's where the ghost is.
Yeah. So, nasa corners daw.
It's right at the corner over there.
Say hello.
Say hi. It's like a white figure.
And also from Advenchoy, Usapang Rent, true story, 2 years na ako nagre-rent sa isang apartment at 2 years na ding mahaba ang buhok ko. So one time, umalis ako para magpagupit ng maiksi, gupit estudyante. Pagbalik ko, ayaw ko papasukin ng guard. Tinatanong kung saang unit daw ako.
Hindi ka na-recognize.
Hindi ka niya na-recognize.
Oh no.
Oh, but that does happen though. That does happen. From Jungkook's Girl, some people ask me why I still rent. Simple. I feel that in this economy, I will only be able to buy once. So I want to make sure that it's a place I really love before I commit. Parang you'd have to be like insanely rich to buy 2 properties. So once lang siya bibili and she just wants to get it right.
Yes. Well, that's important. I think it's important to find a place that's just perfection for you,
That's
that you
true.
think you can live in for a long period of time. Like,
Yeah.
I saw this article, Sharon Cuneta
Yeah.
was interviewed, and she was basically talking about what she chose in terms of her properties that she invested in and how she made so much money.
Yeah.
Because of
Exactly.
buying and selling.
Yeah.
And from Jungkook's Girl as well, you can hire a line sitter to queue for you to get tickets. They're professional line sitters. As in, meron silang dalang tent, chairs, etc. Na may logo pa nila, ha? And you pay them by the hour.
Oh, wow.
I saw this. Yeah, this is way back. Even yung mga pag kunyari may yung mga first time may cookies na very hot in New York, ganyan, ang haba ng pila. You can rent them to
queue for you.
And then they'll just give you like, you can stay in a restaurant and have lunch there or something. And then, yeah.
Speaking of Jungkook's Girl, like whenever I see her like stories, because when she's like, I think when she was looking for an apartment, I don't know if she's still looking for an apartment, pero like yung like empty apartment tour of like showing all the stuff that she's considering, nakakainggit. Because it's just so different from like the units here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the units there, yung mga kanya for her parang no. Parang oh my god, that's already so
That's so nice
gorgeous
already.
compared to like
Oh my
the
gosh.
units here. They're so
Yes.
tiny, and the apartments there, like so nice.
You know, I agree. Like, I remember I was so disappointed when I checked out the apartments in like Saint-Tropez. And I'm like, ew, this is so not me. So
a
like,
dump.
what a dump. So I moved to like Lake Como in LA. And I was like, yeah, this is more like it, my aesthetic. So I told George, Mr. Clooney for you. So
Gising.
Just so everyone knows, we
Gising.
have a Delulu with us.
di ba dun sila? Sila Julie Roberts,
My
sila
gosh.
Lake Como.
Imagine being neighbors with those people.
I know, right?
Hey,
We'd
speaking
fit
of-
right in.
Speaking of properties, my parents are thinking of staying at Isleño.
Oh!
When it's open.
nagawa.
We're like, okay, let's rent the entire thing for the
Right?
family.
Let's go.
It's
Mauna
true.
naman tayo sana.
Oh, mauna naman
Oh,
tayo. And from Wildfire, usapang rent, yung mga tenant na di daw muna makakabayad ng rent kasi galing sa bakasyon, subukan yung idahilan yan sa Meralco at Manila Water. Tignan natin kung hindi kayo putulan. Oo, even if you're on vacation, you have to find a way to like maybe pay in advance.
No, and also online payment
Online
is a
payment
thing.
is a
You can
thing.
literally do it anywhere.
It's
If
true.
you have internet, you can pay your bills.
Well, not all bills kasi are accessible.
Well, for example,
Funds
Meralco.
transfer.
I pay Meralco. I used to pay it along with my other stuff like dun sa bank app ko. But now for some reason I can't do that anymore. So I have the Meralco app. And
For
that's how I pay it.
how I pay it kasi it has to go through the condo. So
Oh.
Ay, kami,
they don't have the option of,
Oh,
for
it's
example, credit card or bank to bank. It's got to be check or whatever.
No,
cash.
yung sa condo, because I'm talking about the Meralco bill sa bahay namin. But like the condo that I live in, kasama na hindi, naka-auto charge
hindi,
yung credit
kami
card ko.
Kami KKB yung
Wala
Meralco.
kaming
Ay, wala kayong auto
auto
charge.
charge sa credit card, which is so hassle. We have to always pay. We have to be there physically.
Wait, so you get your Meralco bill
Separately.
in the condo?
In the condo.
Swerte.
Oh no, for us hindi. Parang
Yeah, you pay
binibill na
it
lang ng
separately.
condo.
No.
And the water. Ganon.
Separately. Weird nga eh. Hody H says, usapang rent, my neighbor in the apartment I'm renting left their door open and nagpadala siya ng picture. These cutie fur babies, 3 kittens, started coming out of the door. Muntik na akong kumuha ng
Oh.
isa. Grabe. Nang kidnap, nang catnap pa. And from JP Loso po, pag pinapaayos yung sira sa apartment, inaabot ng 1 buwan. Pero pag naniningil ng renta, kailangan ora-orada. Well, include everyone there.
Uh-huh.
All the utilities.
Yeah.
Pag sila yung may sira, it takes forever. Pero
Totoo.
pag naniningil,
Pag
di ba
singitan.
yung pet peeve mo, yung 1 week before, tatawagan ka na just to remind you, you're almost due. You're not even due. You're almost due.
I know. Like, buti they stop doing that. They don't call
They
anymore.
don't do that anymore.
But maybe because ang daming nangyayari sa, that company.
Yeah, that's
Maybe that's why.
Mm-mm.
Kiko Man Machine says, usapang rent, yung babayaran ka ng friend mo ng 1 month salary just to pretend to be their boyfriend during a family gathering para ikaw yung kausapin ng mga relatives to ask kung kailan kayo ikakasal. This is such a
Isn't that a movie?
Netflix thing.
I have seen this movie.
Yeah. Like Joa for rent kind of thing. Yeah. And the top, usapang rent, comes from Juice Blank.
Juice Blank says,
I rented a car and grabe sobrang kompleto. May tissue at wet wipes sa glove compartment, may bottled water sa glass holders, may fuel sa gas tank, at may rotting corpse sa trunk.
Oh, perfect. Fantastic.
Yung
At least
nakatali
everything's there.
my
Ng duct tape.
God.
Right?
and rope.
You got a corpse.
You've got a corpse. Of corpse.
Of course! But of course.
Of course, there's a corpse. So there you go. The top 10 Usapang Rent. And speaking of, we shall play one song. And when we come back, we will talk to the cast of Rent, the musical.
Musical.
Exciting stuff. So if you're not with us yet, make sure to join us over Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. RX931 for everything. Here's something from 310 Baby for now with Blueface and Tyga. Track's called Soak City. It's the Morning Rush with Chico, Hazel, and Marky all the way till 10. Don't forget, for questions, you can send them over 0961-1367-931, the Monster text line. Enjoy this track only here on the Monster. Good morning. Summer's hottest, Monster RX93.1, Soak City, sheesh for Marky.
Exactly.
310 Baby, Blueface, and Tyga. It is 9:40, and it's time for us to welcome our guest today, Marky.
Marky, do the honors.
I would like to welcome the amazing cast of Rent.
Yay!
We have a few of our awesome cast members. And you know what? Without further ado, why don't we introduce ourselves one at a time? Let's start with Adrian.
Hello, I'm Adrian. I play Angel, and my shoe size is 8.5.
Hi, I'm Molly. I play Mimi, and my shoe size, well, I only know it's UK, so UK 3.
Oh.
Hello, I'm Ian Pangilinan. I play the role of Mark Cohen, and my shoe size is 9.
Oh,
Hello, I'm Faye Castro. I play the role of Joanne. And my shoe size is a UK 6 and a US 7.5.
Hi everyone, I'm Garrett Bolden and I play the role of Tom Collins and my shoe size is 11 and a half.
well,
Oh!
that is
Malaki.
expected.
What is this? Wiki feet?
Seems like it.
Why are we talking about feet?
I informed them that we had a co-host who has a fetish.
No.
Stop.
Stop.
Stop. Marky.
Don't expose Hazel.
No!
Don't expose Hazel. I mean,
What's your shoe size?
8.5.
Just right.
8.5. Yeah.
But your hands are really big.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what that all means, but okay. What's your shoe size again?
I'm a 10.
Ay, yabang.
Back.
Ay, pak.
I'm
Ay,
just
yabang.
like a 7.5.
Ay, Pixar, it doesn't count. Okay, so, yeah.
Now
So-
the shoe is on the other foot.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Ang dami nagsisisi.
Yay,
Dapat daw
thank you for having us.
dapat daw nag-booth visit. Okay.
Yes,
Welcome
sabi
or
ni-
welcome back for Ian.
for
Yes,
Ian, because
of
Ian
course.
was actually a student
Yeah.
jock back in the day.
Oh my gosh. Kaya mo pang sabihin mo yung Monster.
Oh, go.
RX93.
Oh my God! I used to say, hello, my name is Student Jack Ian Pangilinan. Catch
Oh.
us on Monster, something.
Oh, okay.
Monster RX 93.1.
Okay, so you're all ready, for your opening night and all that. But you know what? Let's talk about your relationship with the musical. It's an iconic musical. And I'm pretty sure, what is the level of what is your relationship with Rent?
Kasi
What's
with Marky, we know.
We know kasi
Like,
na
literally,
super
he knows the whole thing,
parang
right?
all-time favorite. Was it like your favorite? It was one of those things na alam nyo lang maybe a song or two or memorize nyo ba yung buong CD? Like for all of you guys, one at a time. Like, what's your relationship with this specific musical?
I guess for this specific musical, I think a lot of people know 500.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's the song that people know. But what people don't really know about this musical is it's really a deeply affecting one. It's not just you know how Seasons of Love is very, very happy and all
Yes.
of that. It does have wonderfully happy moments, but it also has moments of really felt emotion
Mhm.
because it's about the story of people who are going through life not knowing when they're going to pass away because they are they are sick. They are sick with they are sick with HIV.
Yeah.
So any moment at the time there was no proper treatment for it.
Remember,
Now
this is way
thank
back.
God
Yeah.
there is.
Mhm.
You know, there are numerous ways you can live a full and healthy life in spite of having this disease. But back then, it was basically like you don't know when you're gonna pass away, and
Yeah.
this musical is about living your life to the fullest and making sure that every moment counts. And I think anyone would relate to that stuff. So
Yeah, so I knew Rent. Also, like you, I knew the song, Seasons of Love and Take Me or Leave Me. And I didn't quite know how deep Rent was, you know. And I watched it to do my research before auditions and I was like, oh my God. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot to take on, and it's an honor. It's really an honor to do a show like this, and I really hope that it raises more awareness on the subject of HIV. So yeah, over to you.
Yeah. Just for for fundies, my relationship with Rent started in 2018.
Oh.
We did Rent in Ateneo Blue Repertory. I did it with Ian and other members of the cast like Kai Banson, Misha Fabian, and Abby Sulit. We were in Rent together 6 years ago, and that's well, personally for me, that's how it start. That's where I started my acting career. That was my very first play, and after that, other plays and so on. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's very meaningful for me to do it again.
And bouncing off of that, their Rent was actually the first time I'd ever watched Rent.
Oh, that is so cool.
I went into it with complete pessimism. Maybe because when my then partner told me we're gonna watch Rent, I'd never listened to it before. All I knew was Seasons of Love, and I wanted to see like, okay, what am I, what am I gonna expect? Maybe Your Eyes was not the best song to have listened to prepare myself for that. But after I watched it, I came in complete pessimism. I was like, okay, rock musical, weird. Weird. And then they came out, and then like the first Rent happened, and I felt my entire body heat up. I was like, what the hell did I just watch?
Right.
I fell in love with it. So yeah, I was proved wrong, and never been happier for being proved wrong.
My relationship with Rent actually started just with this production because before I know the song
Yeah.
Seasons of Love,
Yeah.
I know Idina Menzel played
Of course.
for Rent as well in the movie, but I never watched it. Even when I auditioned, when they asked me anything you know about Rent, I said I know the song Seasons of Love, but I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, the story grew on me while we do rehearsals, and I just found out how great the story is because people say it's just a musical of misfits and about AIDS, but it's deeper than that. It's
Right.
friendship,
So much more.
yeah, it's family. So it's
Yeah, and
I grew up with
people forget that this is where like Idina Menzel met
Tay
Tate-
Diggs.
Tay Diggs.
Tatay Diggs.
No!
Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs played the role of Benny, and Tay Diggs was the husband of Idina Menzel for many years.
Dad, I just like, what?
Tay Diggs. I meant Tay Diggs.
Okay, let's change topic.
Okay,
wait lang.
Move on from that.
Let's move on. What did you think of Valentina as Angel? Let's go there. Dali. Let's ask Adrian since you're playing Angel.
Honestly, the
Thoughts?
first time I ever did Rent, siya yung peg ko. Si Valentina yung peg ko. And then she did it years later. Anyway, I'm doing it again now. And I have no judgment whatsoever. It's I feel like, I don't know, I feel I got older and I felt it in my body. Tapos sabi ko, you know what, Valentina, I get you. I know what you mean. This is a tough role. It's not easy to be singing and doing, jumping around and doing kicks in heels. So, Valentina, I feel ya.
I'd like to keep the mask.
And we would like to keep the mask on.
Oh,
No!
You know what? Speaking of, kasi diba you two have performed Rent before. So my question for all of you, including you both, like when like you were familiar with some of the characters, maybe, or for some of you, like all of the characters, were the roles that you eventually got? Were those the roles that you initially really saw yourselves performing?
For me, definitely not.
Oh.
I came in auditioning for Maureen and Ensemble.
Oh.
And then I was called back for Maureen. So when they called me, because they started the call with, "Hey, Faye, we know that you auditioned for Maureen." I thought it was a rejection call.
Right.
So they were like, "But we want you to play Joanne." I dropped the phone, I ran, and I screamed.
Oh my gosh.
But then after the call, I was like, "Joanne? Joanne?" Because I'd never really looked into her character before.
Right.
Because when I listened to Rand, I listened to Mimi, I listened to Roger, I listened to Maureen. But I've never explored the possibility of being Joanne before. So this has been a really exciting adventure.
Oh, nice. What about for the others?
Oh, for me, when I auditioned, they informed me because a lot of friends were telling me after I did a production in Guam. When I went back here, they told me to audition for Collins. So I
Okay.
did a little research about Collins, and yeah, I really like his storyline at first, without knowing it deeply, pa. But then, yeah, I got the role, so I'm really happy to share it with
Nice.
Marky as well.
Right.
Doing Collins.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Right.
It's been great working with Garrett. He's smooth sailing.
True.
Such a great working relationship with all of us. Actually, I feel like this cast is so strong, and we just all really help each other out. Which is, I think, how cast should be.
Speaking of, is that pretty common? Like to play multiple roles in one run? Because I know that a lot of you, not just you, right?
Well,
Or is it just
Ian's also playing two roles.
Yes.
two roles? So is that like the usual? No, is it unusual?
I mean, no. I've done a lot of professional productions, and it's different because you have to take on two different characters, and it's like you feel bipolar sometimes because like one moment for one show or sometimes one rehearsal, you're one character, and then you have to shift like this
To the next.
to the next, and it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, and I also feel like they kind of let us do it because the process is like we have a long rehearsal period, like
Okay.
2 months, right, or something.
That's long.
That's pretty long actually. Like
It's a-
there are
it's a
some
long
productions that
process.
only do it within like 3 weeks or
Oh
something.
my gosh.
Yeah, so like we had 2 months to really like build the characters, to build a relationship with everybody. So I think like having two roles is it's kind of like a product of that, I would say.
Yeah,
The versatility.
because you have
Love
to
that.
you have to take over when
Yeah.
someone else is feeling ill. It's
Right.
right?
Mm.
If there's an accidental problem that happens on set, someone falls, God forbid, someone has to take over.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Okay, so outside of the songs that you are performing,
Yeah.
what are your favorite numbers?
Oh, without spoiling anything, 100%, it is the song that Marky and Garrett perform as Tom Collins.
Yeah.
Singing, let's say, a tribute to Angel. A very, very wonderful song. And every time during rehearsals, every single time, all of us are just like crying.
Wow.
And funnily enough, like the cast of Miss Saigon came over, and then they were also crying by the end of like our rehearsal
Yeah.
period. So well, we don't know what's gonna happen during the thingy, but like keep in tune for that.
We had our
Okay.
first audience, kasi.
Yeah.
How did it feel? As an interviewer here, how did it feel the first time an audience was present to watch the show, especially one as prolific as the Miss Saigon cast? That was, all
Well-
praises of your performances.
Oh, yeah, I ran nga pala. Oh, yeah, I forgot because you were asking me, but we ran together.
We did. We ran
Yeah.
together.
It was scary at first when we found out that we're gonna have them to watch us perform, and during like a full run rehearsals, I was shaking. I was going back and forth in the in the bathroom just to breathe in, breathe out, something like that. But then having our first audience while doing our run really helped me a lot in how will I project every performance. And I guess it was scary at first, but then yeah, we get to connect with everyone. So that's a proof of how powerful the story of Rent is.
You got to see what works and what doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, they reacted to this. Okay, they didn't react so much thinking that they would, which is great because a trial audience is always good to have, especially.
When when you do something this iconic, Rent. Obviously, if you get the role, I'm sure part of it there's going to be some research. You probably would maybe watch some clips of how other performers before you tackled the role. How much of it is like I gotta make it like this, and how much of it is I want to make it my own?
I feel like automatically if you perform it, you will like if you have the goal of imitating or being inspired by someone else who did it, whatever you do on that stage is yours because that is your body.
Yeah.
So it will instantly be original. But I feel like everything that you do on stage that is truthful is truthfully yours. So it's you're the only one who can do you. You're the only one who can interpret that role that way. So it will be unique instantly. That's my take on doing roles that have been done in the past.
That actually is very true. But then there's also some that are very different. And
Yeah,
some that are very similar.
true. No, because
And-
like I love those compilations on YouTube. The different alphabets.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like even the yung sa they do it differently. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, is that allowed? I always thought you have to go iba talagang they would do runs, and I was like, yeah, like sometimes it's like becomes a diva off, like who can do it
Yeah.
more impressive.
It
than
depends on the kind of
others.
musical. Because there are some musicals that you have to sound of music. You have to stick
Like
to
stick to the
the
Yeah.
music. Like you can't divert at all. But then there are some musicals like this, Rent, or Wicked, or
Yeah.
other rock musicals that are open to interpretation.
We're getting some text messages, like one from Miguel who says, "Hello to the cast of Rent. It will be my first time to watch theater again since the pandemic. So excited." So for those people who are going to be watching without having seen previous iterations of Rent,
Yeah.
like if you were to come up with a blurb for Rent for your musical, like what would it be?
Marky. Marky.
Pass the responsibility.
Let me ask you.
Naku, kakaibang Marky po ang kakaibang Marky po ang
Ang
mapapanood
mapapanood nyo. Ganon.
Meron pong
Yeah.
comedy, may thriller, may drama.
I would
sexy
say
scene.
maybe it's like be prepared to experience the full spectrum of emotions.
Oh, I like
Happiness,
that.
sadness, anger, everything. It's overflowing with all of that. So yeah, be prepared for a ride.
It's going to be a journey.
Yes! Very much so.
Highs
very
and
much
lows
so.
and like joy and sorrow.
Yes, to the extremes, I would say. And expect to come out of the theater being thankful for life, I would say.
Yeah.
Sabi nila, napanood niyo din ba yung Miss Saigon? Like Lino Boy is asking.
The thing is, we haven't gotten the opportunity to because we are rehearsing
They're
Monday
rehearsing.
to
Of
Friday.
course.
Although once we open, then we have a chance to because Miss Saigon runs from Tuesday to Sunday in Soler. So we can actually watch from Tuesday to Thursday because we only do shows Friday to Sunday.
My
Every
family and I did get to watch it though. Like we were in Australia when they were literally like
week.
starting out. So it was pretty cool. Like I was with my mom, and then she didn't know the story of Miss Saigon, and then by the end she was like, "Oh my god, it was so beautiful!"
It's such a beautiful musical.
Yeah. So
Okay, so you're all
wonderful.
appearing in Rent, but let's just a non-Rent question.
Yeah.
Apart from the roles that you've already done for other theater musicals / plays, what is your dream play to be part of? Musical or non-musical?
On the subject of Miss Saigon is
Oh, really?
my dream. I actually auditioned for them a long time ago when I was 19 years old in London for the international tour. And I got pretty far, but then I got my heart broken. But I'm not going to give up. So I just hope that
Who
one
knows?
day,
Yeah.
I get the chance. And honestly, I don't care what role. I just want to be a part of it. Even if I'm ensemble or second cover or whatever. I just want to be a part of
Just
it.
be part of it.
It is just such an amazing show. So pray for me.
Of course. Well,
I would love to do Hermes in Hadestown.
oh.
I saw Hadestown on Broadway, and it is the best show I have seen
It's so good. I heard so
forever, ever, ever,
I'm so
ever.
curious. I wanna
so
watch it.
Hadestown.
many. You know what? Same. Hades Town.
Hermes
but
also?
Hades.
Oh my God, you'd be perfect. It'll happen.
When I get a little older and my voice gets a little lower.
Okay, what about the others?
For me, gosh, I have a laundry list of
Yeah.
things I'd love to play. But so far, the one that's popping up in my head right now is either Lydia or Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice.
That's
I love that.
Right?
So good.
I've never seen the musical, but I love the movie.
Oh, I fell in love with the musical over the pandemic. I actually have a vinyl of Beetlejuice, and the vinyl is so cool. It's like a spiral. It's like a black and white
so that
spiral.
While it's spinning,
Yeah, while it's spinning, it's like
You get
hypnotizing.
hypnotized.
It's so cool. But yeah, Lydia and or Delia Dietz from Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Okay.
I think I'd like to be Genie in Aladdin.
Oh my God! I see it. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I really
Honestly.
want to do that role. And also, I did Miss Saigon in Guam, but I want to do it on Broadway or in West End as John Thomas as well.
Oh, these are so it's very interesting choices. Ian?
For me, I think this is the musical that kind of like really shot Leah Michelle and Jonathan Groff to like famous levels. It's called Spring Awakening.
Oh,
I've already done it, but because we've done it on the like student production level.
Yeah.
I would love to do it in like a professional
Like a
level.
theater.
Yeah, like a huge theater, and I think it's just a beautiful production, and I hope somebody picks it up.
Oh, if just going back, were the roles that you played in Ateneo the same roles you're playing here?
Yes.
Yes,
yes
no.
for Adrian, no for me.
What was
What
your
role
role?
did you
in
do?
Ateneo?
So like I'm playing polar opposites. Like my role in Ateneo was Roger. He's like the rock star who's kind of like angry at the world, and like on this run I'm playing Mark, and he's like the nicest little bean that you'll ever see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's exactly what Marky says. Sometimes it feels like, oh my God, I'm shifting from one emotion to the
To
next. Yeah, every rehearsal.
It's interesting because they're polar opposites, and playing polar opposites isn't as easy as you think. Because if you play polar opposites, it's two different people, right? If you play someone that is similar to the other one, it's harder to distinguish.
Yeah.
And if you're on stage, they're like, parang that's the same person you played yesterday. But if they're two different people from opposite sides of the spectrum, then it's so much easier to create a different character, I guess. I don't know. From what we experienced.
So what was your like learning the roles, getting to know even the numbers of your castmates? What was your like biggest takeaway from this musical? You know, whether it's a personal thing as far as like I didn't realize I could do this, or maybe something about the story, you know, about like Ian was saying earlier that you appreciate life a little bit more. What was your biggest takeaway from the whole experience of doing Rent? Anyone can answer.
I just feel so fortunate to be in a cast that's as like, what's the word? Because the word that's coming to my head right now is mishmashy. Gelled, thank you. I just feel very fortunate to be working with a cast like this because from the productions I've done before and from productions I've heard other people do, it's a rare thing to have a cast that's as close and as you know, gelled as ours. So I just feel very fortunate. I'm taking the experience of being in a cast like this away from this experience. That's what I'm taking away. I just love them so much.
You know what?
Aw.
You know what's true though? Like Marky has told us about how like great you guys all are. So pag sinabi niya sa inyo na magaling kayo, hindi niya kayo pinaplastic.
Yun din yung sinasabi niya here.
He actually
I will-
tells us all the
I will
time that
let
the
them
cast
know.
is amazing.
I will tell them the tea. Like if there's a show that's just like, I'd be like, guys, mid.
You're just like you come into rehearsals like you were
would.
garbage today.
No, he's really saying
He really would.
and he would tell us like, ang galing ni ganito, ang galing ni
Alam
ganito."
namin yung development ng
Yeah.
But they also know some of the like the little teas.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
whenever there's an improvement, I go, oh my gosh, my improvement. And like
Yeah.
so they're very excited to watch the show.
We
So,
are.
yeah.
And you know
Very,
what?
very excited.
Why don't you guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of the people, whether they're big rent heads or maybe they're just curious about
Mhm.
experiencing it for the first time. Why don't you guys invite everyone
them,
listening to us
yes.
right now?
So hello everybody. Please catch Rent on April 19. We open at the RCBC Theater. Catch us every weekend since until June 1. See you there.
Yes, and if you want to get your tickets, go to tickettome.net, and also to check on the schedules, follow Nine Works Theatricals on all social media handles to see the cast schedule and also the shows.
And plug your social media platforms for people to check out.
Okay, you can follow me at Adrian Lindayag everywhere on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also stay protected, get yourself tested, know your status, and use PrEP and do all that research. Know the science, stop the stigma.
Nice. You can follow me at Molly Langley on Instagram and Facebook.
You can follow me at Ian Pangilinan _ on all of my socials.
You can follow me at Faye the Maker on Instagram. And you can also follow my alter ego Teresa Tang Burlesque on Instagram as well.
She's
Oh,
a burlesque dancer.
nice.
And also, it's Faye the Maker because she makes beautiful clothes as well. Yeah, you can see it on her in wigs
And wigs.
on her Instagram. And follow me on all social media platforms, Garrett Bolden. And yeah, you can also catch me on All Out Sundays every Sunday, 12 noon.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, we keep forgetting that Marky's actually part of
I
it.
know.
So, Marky, the task is you have to invite everyone as Benny.
Let's go.
Let's
Not
hear it.
as Marky, but as
As
Benny.
Benny.
Go acting exercise.
Hey everyone, come watch Rent the Musical. April 19 to June 1, so you can see me shine, right? And all these people fail.
What an a-hole.
Parang ang hot.
Ito naman, iba yung takeaway. Parang ang hot.
Ang hot.
You know that was happening yesterday. Oh my gosh, I went and apologized to the Miss Saigon people. I'm like, guys, I'm so sorry that I came off as an a-hole. They're like, I like it.
See? I'm telling you.
Okay.
You
But
should join us tomorrow on the show as Benny the whole
I
show.
know,
I
right?
say, okay, let's have
I
a
know.
conversation. It's a completely different person.
See? Baka singilin tayo. But there you go. Thank you
you
very
so much,
much.
Thank you so much.
That was a lot of fun, and hope we get to have you again in our humble booth.
And we're very, very,
Very
excited to
excited.
watch all of you guys.
I know, right?
And I'm sure all the
Thank you,
monsters
thank
are very excited as well. So, on that note, that's it. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for joining us on the show today. Stick around. Rico Robles is up next. We'll leave you with something from Hypes and Sarah. We'll be back tomorrow.
We'll see you
6
tomorrow.
o'clock.
See you tomorrow.